Hello，各位同学，大家好，我是 Sunny。那今天我们要来继续看的是在这个高级阅读第14课哦，那里面提到狼的眼镜后来变成狗的这件事情哦。Wolves, dogs, and humans. There is no doubt that dogs are the oldest of all species tamed by humans, and their domestication was based on a mutually beneficial relationship with man. The conventional view is that the domestications of wolves began between 10,000 and 20,000 years ago. However, a recent groundbreaking paper by a group of international geneticists have pushed this date back by a factor of 10. Led by Dr. Robert Wayne at the University of California, Los Angeles, the team showed that all dog breeds have only one ancestor, the wolf. The fact that our companionship with dogs now appears to go back at least 100,000 years means that this partnership may have played an important part in the developments of human hunting techniques that developed to 90,000 years ago. It also may even have affected the brain development in both species. The Australian veterinarian David Paxton suggests that in the period of first contact, people did not so much domesticate wolves as wolves domesticated people. Wolves may have started living at the edge of human settlements as scavengers, eating scraps of food and waste. Some learned to live with human beings in a mutually helpful way and gradually evolved into dogs. At the very least, they would have protected human settlement and given warnings by barking at anything approaching. The wolves that evolved into dogs have been enormously successful in evolutionary terms. They're found everywhere in the inhabited world, hundreds of millions of them. The descendants of the wolves that remain wolves are now sparsely distributed, often in endangered populations. In return for companionship and food, the early ancestor of the dog assisted humans in tracking, hunting, guarding, and a variety of other activities. Eventually, humans began to selectively breed these animals for specific traits. As humans wandered across Asia and Europe, they took their dogs along in tandem. Hunting began. According to Dr. Colin Groves of the Departments of Archaeology and Anthropology at Australian National University, early humans came to rely on dogs' keen ability to hear, smell, and see, allowing certain areas of the human brain to shrink in size relative to other areas. Dogs acted as humans' alarm systems, trackers and hunting aids, garbage disposal facilities, hot water bottles, and children's guardians and playmate. Humans provided dogs with foods and security. This symbiotic relationship was stable for over 100,000 years and intensified into mutual domestication, said Dr. Groves. In his opinion, humans domesticated dogs and dogs domesticated humans. Dr. Groves repeated an assertion made as early as 1914 that humans have some of the same physical characteristic as domesticated animals, the most notable being decreased brain size. The horse experienced a 16% reduction in brain size after domestication, while pig's brain shrank by as much as 34%. The estimated brain size reduction in domesticated dogs varied from 30% to 10%. Only in the last decade have archaeologists uncovered enough fossil evidence to establish that brain capacity in humans declined in Europe and Africa by at least 10% beginning at about 10,000 years ago. Dr. Groves believed this reduction may have taken place as the relationship between humans and dogs intensified. The close interaction between the two species allowed for the diminishing of certain human brain functions like smell and hearing。好，那希望大家有空的话，可以再回头看一下这个狼的眼镜的这篇文章啊。事实上，它也算是雅思阅读很喜欢考的一个主题。那我们今天就先到这里，我们下回见。